How's it going, guys? I'm your host Korban Gaming. Welcome back to another Adventure Quest video. And first of all, before the video starts, I just want to say a very happy Chinese New Year to all my Chinese friends, to all my Chinese subscribers who are watching this video and celebrating the festive season right now. So earlier today, I had a lot of people visiting my house, so that's why I didn't really have the time to make the video. On top of that, this week's Dragon Fable release is also delayed to tomorrow, which is why you guys are seeing an AQ video today instead of tomorrow. Since the AQ release is already out, well, at least most of it is already out. Okay, so I decided to do a little switcheroo this week. So you guys will see the DF video tomorrow when the release comes out, and today we will be doing the AQ video. So I apologize if the videos are coming out a little bit later than the usual timing, okay, for this week at least, because there's a lot of stuff going on right now since it's Chinese New Year and all that. Okay, so this week, very exciting. We have the Golden Giftbox Cross Game Extravaganza. This is something that comes once a year during the month of February inside of AQ. Okay, so they are bringing in items from all of their other games inside of the Golden Giftboxes. Okay, of course this is quite a pay to win event. Apologize for this. Don't know why CC Cleaner is popping up. Anyways, okay. So yeah, this is overall it's a spenders event, but you know, there are some good items that are, you know, easier to get for more free-to-play players as well. And we'll go through all of the items today, what you should get and what you should not be getting. Also, the post that I posted like about 5 days ago on my community tab actually hit 60 plus likes. Okay, did not hit 100 likes, but I did cross 50 likes, and because of that I actually already placed the order for the 2021 AE calendar. So stay tuned for that. I will be doing an unboxing video once I get the calendar, and of course I'll be showing off the Draconic Chronomancer items inside of AQ, and of course the new Dragon Bite Epoch class inside of DF once the thing arrives. I estimate it will take about 3 to 4 weeks for it to arrive, but you know, I'll make the video whenever I receive the item. Okay, so you guys just have to wait patiently for that, but just to update you guys that I actually did already purchase the calendar. Alright, now first of all, we already used up this month's gift boxes, but let's go through the items. Okay, so we'll start off with the common shop. I think only one item was added here, and that is the Havati Blade. Okay, honestly speaking, this is probably the best item out of this month's release. To be very honest, yes, it is a common weapon. And you guys will know why later as I go through the other items. Okay, so this is what this weapon does is it comes from Dragon Fable, obviously. I believe I played through this quest on the channel before. This one is not Mastercraft. It's a magic light sword, uses charisma and self-intelligence, plus 5 BTH lead. So this is great for Beastmasters. Okay, this is a weapon for Beastmasters. And even if you're not playing a Beastmaster build right now, I highly recommend you to get it, simply because it is a common weapon. Okay, common gift boxes are almost pretty much close to free. Okay, so definitely go ahead and get it if you haven't already. Deals slightly reduced damage. If you attack with it this turn, then you have a 50% chance of gaining 1 turn of pet celerity and gas celerity if you have a guess. Special is 1 hit, magic light. It gets an additional plus 10 BTH for a total of plus 15 BTH. Now, this weapon is pretty much a discounted version of Bard of War. Okay, so the Bard of War armor is the best armor in the game for Beastmasters right now, and the Havati Blade is basically a cheaper version of it, because instead of spending an ultra rare golden gift box on the Bard of War, you can spend just a common gift box on this weapon. Okay, granted it is not as good as the Bard of War, but still 50% chance of gaining 1 turn of pet and gas celerity, and on top of that it uses charisma instead of intelligence, makes this a really good weapon. Therefore, I recommend you to get it. If you are a Beastmaster build, definitely should get this. And if you're not a Beastmaster build, then you can also consider getting this, because it's just a golden gift box, right? It's just a common box, and who knows, you may want to play a Beastmaster in the future. So I highly recommend you guys to get it. The artwork, well, it's obviously just a block of cheese, so maybe it's not that appealing for some people. I will be getting this weapon, but will I be replacing my current light weapon? Let's take a look. Current light weapon is Zabura's hammer. Probably not going to replace it, but we'll just bring it up here so we can do a small little showcase later on. Now, I did ask also on my community tab about 2 weeks ago on what package you guys want me to buy if I manage if I were to buy a Z token package during this period, they are getting there is a 25% discount, extra tokens given during this period if you buy a Z token package. But you know, looking at the items in this round's golden gift box, I don't think I will be buying any tokens. Sorry to say that, and sorry to disappoint people who are expecting a major golden gift box opening, because I don't think there's anything that is super must get that I don't already have in this rounds of golden gift box. Okay, that being said, if you guys are planning on doing a massive opening, I will go through all of the other items that I think you should get. Okay, and this is assuming you don't have anything else yet. Okay, so for the common shop is just Havati Blade. Really, all of these items, nothing else that's a must get. Okay, the faces, if you like the faces, some of them have pretty nice artwork. So if you just have a ton of, you know, golden gift boxes to spare, then sure, go ahead and get them. But other than that, yeah, the only item that's good from the common gift box shop is the Havati Blade. Alright, so next up, moving on to the rare shop. Okay, the rare, we have a few more items that are released. Okay, we have weapons. Let's start with weapons first. We have Yarek's Staff. This one comes from Dragon Fable, and I absolutely love this weapons artwork from Dragon Fable. Okay, if you guys have seen me playing through that quest in Dragon Fable, okay, this is a newly released weapon inside of Dragon Fable also. It only just came out like a few months ago, last year, okay, when we had the Voina boss fight, and I absolutely love this weapon. In fact, I think this is probably like my top 3 or top 5 weapon artworks inside of the entire AE universe, because you can click on it to change into a lot of different modes, and I think it is super duper cool. Okay, so it is a magic fire staff. Unfortunately, I can't show it off here by clicking on it, but if you guys go and watch the Dragon Fable video where I finished fighting in Voina, I do showcase the weapon a little bit. The artwork is exactly the same from Dragon Fable, so for those of you guys who have played through, who played Dragon Fable and have played through that quest and gotten the weapon, you know exactly how it looks like. It has multiple modes and is damage and accuracy leans and mastercraft bonus vary based on which mode it's in. Modes are listed. Okay, so in the normal staff mode, neutral damage and accuracy lean mastercraft is plus 5% damage. Scythe mode is 1/3 base lean, minus 3 accuracy lean, mastercraft is plus 5% damage. Morningstar mode, 1/10 base lean, minus 5 accuracy lean, mastercraft is plus 5% damage. And crown mode is neutral damage accuracy lean, mastercraft is plus 4.25 BTH. Spear mode, 2/3 random lean, plus 3 accuracy lean, mastercraft is plus 4.25 BTH. And last but not least, arrows mode, 9/10 random lean, plus 5 accuracy lean, mastercraft is plus 4.25 BTH. So I'm reading off all this on the AQ item news under the Gox Tavern Discord. You can find all of the info subs here on the official Battleon forums as well. I believe it's out already. So this thing has a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different modes, a whopping 6 different modes. Okay, I do not think it is a good replacement for any of the other magic fire weapons right now, but it is a very, very cool looking weapon. So if you guys are huge artwork collectors, okay, you just really love the artwork like I do, then maybe you can consider getting it. It is a rare gift box which isn't too terribly expensive. You can trade 25 common boxes for one rare box inside of the account manager, so you guys can go ahead and get this if you really like the artwork. Okay, for armors, we have the Werepire Slayer. This one is a bit of a disappointment. Okay, and we'll go through this one. Okay, hold on, let me take a look. See, where is the Werepire Slayer? Okay, it's a fully offensive darkness armor with secondary earth resist. Mastercraft effect is extra 7.5% damage versus were creatures, extra 7.5% damage versus vampires, and D-stack if the creature has both tags, aka werepires and similar mobs, for extra 15% damage. Sorry for that. Okay, I need to take a sip of water first. Okay, so this armor is honestly, I'll not recommend getting this at all. First of all, you don't really encounter a lot of vampires and werewolf creatures, especially not at the max level. Before you reach the max level, I think you encounter quite a lot more if you're doing class quests and stuff like that. But once you're at the max level, you almost never encounter any were or vampire style creatures, and even then it's only a plus 15% damage, which you can pretty much get with your standard Berserker, Bloodmancer armors, probably even more than that if you use those. That's why I think this armor is totally not worth getting at all. Again, if you like the artwork, maybe you can consider getting it, but I don't think the artwork looks amazing either. Okay, next up, shields. We got the Dark, okay, I don't know how to pronounce this, but we'll just call it the Dark Asgardian Shield, okay? Because this is the one that you have an energy version from the Thunder Mountain Mastercraft set quest. That's one of the oldest Mastercraft set quests in the game, and this, I believe, is the clone of the... Let me see. I think it's the clone of the energy shield. Yeah, it's Mastercraft effect is skill compression. The skill checks your equipped weapon to determine its SP cost, and it should do melee range / magic damage. The skill has a +10 accuracy lean and pays 66.5% melee. Okay, this is done after calculating the boost it gets from Elicom or for being on a shield. To attempt to inflict a 3-turn something percent stun rate days. The skill has to... Okay, so this one, the stun rate will be based off the monster's darkness resist. So if the monster has better darkness resist, then your stun rate is going to be lower, and the monster has higher darkness resist, then your stun rate is going to be higher, okay? Skill has 2 hits. Status inflicts with your strength, dex, intelligence for melee range magic. So if it does melee damage, then it's going to inflict with your strength stat. If it does range damage, it's going to inflict with your dexterity stat. And if it does magic damage, it's going to inflict with your intelligence stat. Okay, and luck versus mobs endurance over luck, 50% safe. Okay, so this is the it's just a darkness clone of the energy set shield. I don't think this is a must get either. Again, maybe if you like the artwork, you can consider getting it, but for me, nah, I would totally pass on this. Okay, spells. Call Female Shinobi. This one is a bit more interesting. Okay, so this is a SP guess. Okay, it's the call version, right? Yep. Okay, so this is a SP guess, and it has 2 modes. Normal mode, it just does extra 5% damage. In parry mode, it does minus 19.7% damage. 2 hits, melee win, plus 10 BTH lead. If it goes through its attack animation and is in parry mode, then it gets the following effect until the beginning of your turn. When your opponent attacks, it makes a save for each hit. If it fails the save, then the hit takes minus 18 BTH. Okay, this one comes from Dragon Fable. Okay, again, the guest has to go through its attack animation while in parry mode. If guest is paralyzed or such, then you don't get this effect. Okay, so I think this is quite a niche guess. Not to say that it's useless. I think this is useful for if you want to play those dodge builds with the ghost costume and all that. And I think it's quite interesting. So it's only a rare box, and I think I will actually be getting this even though I'm not playing a dodge build now. Somebody actually suggested for me to go ahead and try out a dodge nuking build of sorts. Okay. I think that will be pretty interesting, though I do need to get a few more items for the build if I really want to play through the build first. So I think I will get this. I mean, a rare gift box isn't too terribly bad. So I think I will definitely go ahead and get this. And if you want to try out a dodge build someday, then sure, you can go ahead and get this as well. And we'll bring this up so we can showcase it a little bit later in the video. Okay, so I'm going to bring this all the way up. Man, and once again, problems when you have such a large inventory. It takes freaking forever for me to bring this all the way up. Okay, save sort order. Oops, hold on. Alright, next item. What else do we have here? Spells, pets. No, pets, nothing new, I think. Miscellaneous item, nothing new as well. Faces. Oh, you got a new face. You got the Year of the... Okay, let's see. What new faces do we have? Nope. Nope. This is not new. Nicomancer. Is this new? I think this is a new face. One-Winged Warrior. No, this one isn't new. Spider Warlock. No. Strife Warrior. This one, is this new or not? I think this isn't new, but... we'll just look at it. Year of the Ox. This one, again, if you want this face, maybe... You know, I am actually considering getting this face. Don't ask me why, but it's probably a once in every 12 years sort of thing. I don't know if they will remove this face at the end of this year, but you know, You only get a year of the ox once every 12 years. And this is based off the Chinese zodiac. So there's 12 animals in the Chinese zodiac. In case you guys don't know, you'll probably have to wait for another 12 years to see a re-release for this phase if they want to make it go rare. But apart from that, I don't know, man. Nah, for now, I don't think I want to waste a rare gift box on that. Okay, so other items that are not new that I think you should get if you haven't gotten already. Fresh Extravaganza. This one is good for Beastmaster, so if you're a Beastmaster, get this. Okay, Seesaw is great for warriors, does a lot of damage. On top of having a bleed effect. Void Spear of War, this one harm element, okay, for rangers mostly. And mages can sort of use it too, since you can switch it to magic mode if you like. Okay, Solar Flare Staff, this one I would say it's decent for Beastmasters as well. You can click on the weapon and you'll summon a healing gas. On top of that, it also compresses both fire and light damage. So this is more for Beastmaster mages. Okay, you can also swap this into a melee weapon if you like. So warriors have a bit of use for this. I can't remember if the gas is has a SP or MP upkeep, but if it's MP upkeep, then it is solely for mages. Okay, relic staff, nope. Let's see here. What other stuff do I think are good to get? Monolith Mace. This one, very, very good weapon. Okay, increases your... This one is Lucky Strike damage or Lucky Strike chance. I cannot remember exactly. But this is a good water weapon as well if you don't have anything else to get. Gloomglaive, a good weapon for rangers who want to do harm damage, earth and harm. Okay, and of course, beautiful artwork. Okay, for mages, you got your Blood Blades. Okay, these are one of the best weapons that mages can get. So if you just want to go pure damage, then go ahead and get these weapons. Okay, Giant's Wrath. Okay, kind of outclassed by the Bloodsucker weapons nowadays, but still it does trigger against monsters with greater than 0 intelligence, and it does bonus damage when paired with the Giant's Might armor. So if you really want it, you can get it, but I would still advise you to spend it on the Terra Bloodsucker sword instead, because it just does better damage compared to the Giant's Wrath. Okay, so for warriors, here your Bloodsucker weapons. Okay, mages, your Blood Blades. And let's see here, Steampunk Love Bow, Eternity Key. Okay, this one does harm damage as well. Again, another harm weapon for warriors. Eternity Key, this one I can't remember what it does. I don't think it's that great. Infinitia Staff. Okay, this one is actually quite good. Okay, not sure why it's undefined right there. Okay, it toggles between a magic staff that restores your MP and a ranged staff that restores your SP. So not so much for warriors, but this one, the amount that it heals is based off the damage. And another SP healing weapon that people like to compare this to is the Haunted Dragonlord weapons. That one is based off number of hits, whereas this weapon is based off damage. So this is also another very, very good weapon to get, especially with the Purple Rain and Essence Orb nerf coming out. I've been like I know I've been saying that for a very, very long time, and we still don't know when it is going to come out, but when it eventually does, then yes, this weapon is going to be useful. So I'll definitely recommend getting this weapon if you haven't already. I don't think I have this weapon yet. Okay, you know what the heck, I think I will just buy it right now because I realize I don't have it yet. I don't know when it will go rare though, so let's just get it first. Why is it saying undefined? No idea why. Okay. Next up, Taxing Cutlass. If you want to, this one can heal your SP as well, so it is also decent, but you know, not as good as the Dragonlord weapons or the Infinita stuff. So you can get the Dragonlord weapons completely free, so there's really not much reason to get the Taxing Cutlass for SP regeneration. Okay, armors. Headless Horseman and Human Fisher both have a very cheap skill that you can spam, so it's really good for warring. I know one person, I think it was KO, who used this armor for warring previously, and the staff actually thought he was hacking because he was getting in war waves so fast. Okay, right now I don't know if that is still a viable strategy. It could be if you are facing mobs with a if you are facing mobs which are weak to fire, so this could still be useful. Human Fisher, one of the armors that I'm currently using my active inventory right now. Again, it has a spammable skill, so I guess it's pretty good. Okay, shields, nothing really worth getting. Spells, Grimlord. Grimlord is not bad. Okay, Grimlord is one of the best darkness guesses inside the game. In my opinion, it does it almost does, I think it does double damage. Okay, it does cost a little bit of HP, and its Mastercraft effect is that it has a 9% chance to paralyze. Not sure why the Mastercraft effect is spent on a super small chance to paralyze. It is almost not. The paralyze effect almost never takes place. In fact, I've never seen it taking place, but I really want to get this for damage. So if you're playing a Beastmaster build like me, then you can go ahead and get this. This is one of the darkness guesses that I'm using currently. Gandalfin, Mana Shield. Okay, so very, very good, especially paired with Purple Rain. Highly recommend everyone to get this build. Okay, Mock Stereo, best light guess in the game, tied with the guess from the newly revamped Paladin armor. This one does a lot of damage. At the same time, it has a small chance to cause some damage to you whenever it attacks. And on top of that, it can also inflict defense loss on your opponent. So this is, I would say this is actually slightly better than the guess from the Paladin armor. But at the same time, it does have quite a hefty HP cost if you get unlucky. So there is that. But you know, in terms of pure damage and I think this is one of the best. Okay, unless of course you're facing against undead, in which case the Paladin guess does get a undead trigger, which makes it deal more damage than this guy. But for general or purpose use, I would still rank this damage wise above the Paladin guess, if you're not factoring into account the HP cost. Dreadfiend of Nalgath, this is a definite must get. It is a returning item, so I highly recommend everyone to get it. And why this is why this is good is because of its backlash. Okay, backlash, this one can deal quite a hefty amount of backlash. In fact, it is the best guess for backlash right now. If you want to play a backlash Beastmaster build, which is a very uncommon build but still quite strong. Okay, I've seen some people playing it very, very effectively and using it to farm. Okay, then this is the guess for you. Okay, even if you're not a Beastmaster build, if you're considering to become a Beastmaster one day, then definitely get this first. This is a returning item. We do not know when it will go away again, when it will come back, so I highly recommend you to get it. Okay, pets. Let's see here. Pets, nothing really good. Okay, let me see. Oh, a Baron. Okay, a Baron the Exiled, best darkness pet in the game for pure damage. Okay, he does have a little bit of a HP cost, but you know, he does like double the damage or something like that, so definitely worth. Mana Trap is worth as well. Okay, it will help with mana, and it will do some sort of backlash damage to your opponent if your opponent uses mana. Okay, so it's a bit of extra damage, and I think this thing came in handy for when we were facing Seed Rat. Yeah, the time there was a Seed Rat boss fight whereby the Seed Rat, you can only damage Seed Rat using harm damage, and he was using a lot of mana, so this was the perfect counter to that boss fight. Okay, the boss fight is pretty much trivialized nowadays, but you know, it's still a great item if you ever see a returning boss that uses a lot of MP. Okay, for faces, yeah, again, this is just purely cosmetic and up to you. Alright, next up and last but not least, we have the Ultra Rares, which means the most amount of items inside of the Ultra Rare shop as per usual to get people to spend money. Okay, let's talk about the new items first. Dark Mjolnir. Okay, very, very nice artwork, and this is exactly the same as the energy version, which you can get for completely free inside of the game. So it's just a darkness version of it, and you have a scythe as well. Okay, both of which it's just that one is melee and the other one is magic damage. Okay, so the hammer is a hold on. Hammer has a 0.2 base lean and plus 10 BKH lean. Scythe has 1/3 base lean and minus 3 BKH lean. Both of these share the same Mastercraft effect, which is paralyzed based on percentage of hits landed. Okay, Hammer toggles between two modes. Okay, Magic toggles between no special and one mode, but stays as a magic weapon the whole time. Okay, so the Hammer is a Mastercraft Darkness weapon plus 10 BKH in both modes, and toggles between the melee mace mode, which does times 1.08 damage for no special, or the ranged thrown weapon, which is 100% chance for special. Okay, it deals 1.1 damage for no real special. Scythe is a Mastercraft Darkness weapon, minus 3 BKH in Scythe mode, plus 10 BKH in one mode, toggles between Magic Scythe, times 1.08 damage for no special, and Magic one mode, 100% special rate, times 1.1 damage for no real special. Hammer Mastercraft, at the end of your turn, there is a small chance, okay, of paralyzing the monster for 1 turn. This is based off the number of hits that you land and also based on the energy, the monster's energy resistance, okay. The monster can resist with a save at a +20 bonus, okay. And as for the scythe, okay, it's exactly the same effect as the hammer. So yeah, if you want to get it for the artwork, then yes, but for the effect, I don't think it's really worth getting. You have a lot of other great darkness items inside of the game already, and I don't think this is the best. So you can totally pass up on it if you are not such a big fan of the artwork. Full set bonus, while using the Dark as Guardian Shield, the no real special bonus is always times 1.1, and you deal a further times 1.1 damage against monsters with greater than 0 strength. Interesting. So this one, so if you use it with the shield, it means that it deals even more bonus damage against monsters with greater than 0 strength. But again, the chances of you using a darkness weapon and a darkness shield together at the same time is pretty low unless you just want to prime chaos orb the monster. Okay. For armors, the new armor is no, wait a minute. Where is the new armor? New armor. Wait, hold on. Wait, we still have weapons to talk about, right? Sorry. Okay, last weapon. Okay, this one is new also, Lightcaster. Okay, this one is not an armor. Many people are expecting this to be an armor instead. Actually, so was I, because the Lightcaster armor is a pretty well-known armor in AQ Wars. I don't play AQ Wars anymore, but I still have heard of the Lightcaster armor. Okay, instead we have a weapon instead. Okay, it can swap between melee range and magic forms. It's a Mastercraft light weapon and it has no special, so it's times 1.08 damage. Takes minus 25% damage. Okay, minus 1/3 damage in magic. At the end of your turn, there is a chance, okay, depending on the number of hits connected and the number of hits attempted, to inflict Spirit Rend 1 round. The monster can resist with a save at a +20 bonus. Inflict with main stat overlock, resist with charisma overlock. Okay, so Spirit Rend, I can't remember what the effect was. I think it's a pretty powerful effect. Okay, but I think there are better light weapons inside of the game. In fact, there's quite a number of good light weapons inside of the game. You got Zabura's hammer, you got your Gauntlet of Sanos, or whatever that is called. I can't remember what is it called. Okay, and then you also have your Kingdom Breaker. Okay, yeah, tons of good light weapons inside the game. I don't think this is a must get, especially if it's an ultra rare Giftbox. You can pass this up, unless of course you really like the artwork, and I think the artwork looks absolutely amazing right here. Okay, now next up, let's go for the armors. Let's see here, armor. Where is the armor? Is there any armor releases inside the ultra? Okay, no new armors inside the ultra rare golden Giftbox shop. Next up, moving on to shields. No shield inside here. No new shields either. Okay, spells, we got one. It is the Doki Dirt Machine spell. Okay, it's a 4-hit water spell, takes minus 25% damage. And after attacking, gives you empowerment. Water 2 turns plus 25% damage. Okay. Basically, what it does is it locks your element to water and increases the damage by 25%. So basically an imbue spell of sorts. Okay. If you're inflicted with any damage nerfing statuses, then the spell dispels them before inflicting damage. Okay, this is like a cherry on top of the cake, even though this isn't such a nice cake. But yeah, the first one's free, but additional ones reduce the spell's damage by 25% each. Max 3 additional statuses. Okay, so I guess this is quite good, since it can dispel the spell, but again, not such a big fan of this thing. Okay. Empowered. I can't remember if this one locks your element to water or not. Gives you empowerment, water 2 turns. Or it just empowers your water damage. I can't remember. But anyways, I don't think this is a must get. I've seen the artwork for this spell, and honestly, the artwork just looks like one of the staff members got their babies to doodle all over the screen. That is exactly what it looks like. So, don't think I will be getting this, and I don't really super recommend it either. Okay, pets. 2 new pets here. We have the Baby Eternal Dragon of Time. Okay, this one comes from AQ Wars, obviously. Okay, this is a pretty good pet if I don't say so myself. It is currently one of the best paralyzing light pets inside the game. It's a little bit bugged, okay? I think it's supposed to have a slightly higher chance of paralyzing the foe, but it is a bit lower than usual, okay? So right now, Stunning Diamond Dog still takes the cake for the best stunning pet inside the game, but once they fix this, this will have an equal chance to stun as the Stunning Diamond Dog pet, okay? You can attempt a one-turn paralyze. The second mode is Chrono Acceleration, which basically is temporarily aging the monster to make them weaker, inflicting a damage dealt choke on the foe for one turn. Okay, so it's based on the monster's light resist and it chokes the foe. Okay, both stati have a 50% save. Paralyze inflicts with your charisma over luck versus mob's intelligence over luck. Okay, while the choke inflicts with your charisma over luck versus mob's endurance over luck. Okay, so this pet is obviously for Beastmasters. If you didn't invest in your charisma stat at all, then you can pass this up. Of course, with the new Quad Force item, you can pair this up with the pet and you will still have a very strong build. Of course, till today, we still have not seen a nerf to Quad Force yet. So until that happens, yeah, then, and if you happen to have Quad Force, even if you're not a Beastmaster build, you can play this pet. Okay, I think I will hold off on getting this pet because I don't really think it's super worth for me to spend my tokens on getting a pet. There's also the Full Dog that I want to get. So yeah, two pets that I sort of want to get. Now let us talk about the third pet here that I also happen to want to get last. Okay, this one comes from Dragon Fable. If you guys have played through the Dragon Fable Corrupted 7 in boss fight, you guys will know what this thing looks like, and the artwork on this looks amazing. Let me just say that first. Okay, the Eternal Dragon of Time has amazing artwork as well. So if you are an art person, then these two pets are a must get for you because they look absolutely gorgeous. Okay. Last is a Mastercraft Fire pet. You can toggle it between pet attack 1 hit plus 10 BTH lean. The monster takes extra 50% healing resistance, so healing effects on it are halved until the start of the pet's next turn. The monster can resist with a save at +0 bonus, inflict with charisma over luck, resist with charisma over luck. This is treated as a control effect for the purposes of the save. Okay, so this first effect right here, honestly, a lot of people weren't big fans of this effect. They were expecting the pet to do some sort of backlash because that is one of the key mechanics of the last challenge fight inside of Dragon Fable. So there is no backlash to this pet at all, and a lot of people have been requesting for this pet to get backlash, so maybe the staff will change the effect. Who knows? Okay, honestly, I think the healing effect is very niche, and I don't think it's useful at all in AQ because AQ is very different from Dragon Fable. If this was in Dragon Fable, then yes, this is an overpowered effect because cutting any monster's healing by half is just crazy. Okay, inside of AQ, we don't really have monsters that heal. Monsters that do heal, like vampires, like your, I can't think of anything else, Wood Golem, werewolves, okay, monsters that heal, they don't heal a lot, it's not a big deal. Wolverine, okay, and most of the challenge fights don't usually have monsters healing. Even if they do, the meta nowadays is stun and nuke, so chances are the monster isn't even going to get a turn, and the monster isn't even going to survive getting nuked, much less the healing. Okay, so this is quite a pointless pet to me. Okay, it doesn't have much use, especially for its first effect. Okay, the second effect, however, is much better. Okay, the pet boosts your lucky strike rate on fire attacks by 40%. Okay, you combine this with your Dragon Guard spell, you have almost 100% chance to do lucky strikes. Okay, the boost is similar to Dunamis, Polala, etc. boosters. It's multiplied by this formula and the usual out leveling formula. So the secondary effect is way better if you're using fire damage, and I will have to wait a bit to see the staff changes the effects on this pet before I decide if I want to get it. Okay, but still, if you really like the artwork, then I highly recommend you to get it. And last but not least, we have a new miscellaneous item, Necromancer Deadly Empress Doll. Okay, and it comes from AQ Worlds. Also, it allows your strikes. Okay, I'll just read off the info subs here right now. Give me a moment while I look at it. Okay, let me see here. Okay, it's a neutral miscellaneous item. Charges you 10% melee in SP to keep it equipped each turn. Effect is that every hit you land on a foe with a weapon, special, or spell gives that foe a charge. Each charge is worth a certain percentage in melee, and the mob can hold up to 25 charges. You can only gain up to 4 charges per turn. So once you get 4 hits in, then that is basically it for that turn. During your turn, you can click the miscellaneous icon to consume the charges in a mob, causing it to explode, dealing a small amount of harm damage. Okay, and I think it's currently a little bit bugged right now. It is not dealing as much damage as you're supposed to. I saw someone posted a small little gif of it on the Discord, and I believe he had like all the boosters active, all the charisma boosters active as well, and it was only dealing like 200, close to 300 damage, but that is just so little that it is not worth. Okay, but again, this one is dealing slightly lower damage than usual, so we have to wait to see if the staff changes it before I decide if it is good or not. Okay, it is considered a guess attack, so it gets stats from charisma and such, and auto hits. So it's auto hit, which is a good thing, I guess. No penalty for auto hit, since it's basically just boosting the damage of your previous attacks on a delay and converted to harm. Okay, fair enough, because you have to get all the charges built up first before you can do any real damage. Okay, and times 0.9 bit is due to it dealing harm damage and thus being always useful. Okay, so this one not dealing a great deal of damage, and the fact that you have to charge it up. Okay, and because the charges are stored inside the monster, you can't carry this over between battles. This is quite a polarizing item. A lot of people like it, a lot of people hate it. But for the most part, I think people hate it simply because it is a charge-based item, and a lot of people reference it to Kindred being, since Kindred is one of the most broken, overpowered items inside the entire game. But I think this is balanced in that you can't carry this over between battles. That being said, because it is balanced, it is basically weak. So it is not that worth right now. Okay, maybe if they buff up the damage, I may consider it, but right now I don't think it is worth a ultra rare golden gift box. Okay, so now let me go through the other things that you may want to get inside of the ultra rare golden gift box. Okay, let's see here. What's good? Void Splinter Sunderer. Again, this one you can use it to do harm damage. Okay, if you're looking for a harm weapon, you can get this one. Giant Butcherer. This one again is outclassed by your Bloodsucker Blades, and Bloodsucker Blades only cost rare golden gift box, so I recommend you guys to get those instead of this. But this one, it triggers against monsters who are greater than 0 strength, which is the majority of monsters in the game, but still the damage is outclassed by Bloodsucker Blade, so you can go ahead and pass this up actually. Okay, nope. Again, all of these weapons have fantastic artwork, so if you want them for the artwork, then go ahead. Caliborg, one of the best darkness weapons inside of the game, so I'll highly recommend you guys to get it if you don't have it already. Okay, what weapon am I using now? I'm using Shadow Walker's Dagger of Time. Okay, so if you don't have a better darkness weapon, like if you don't have Terror Eater or whatnot, I highly recommend getting this weapon. Okay, on top of that, the artwork is sick as well. Nalgev's Wrath, this one exactly like your Serrated Sacragon Spur, okay, but in fire version. Okay, so if you want a good fire weapon, you can consider getting this as well if Bloodsucker Blade isn't your cup of tea. Void Splinter Tether, again another harm weapon. Okay, if you want, let's see here, what else is great? I saw someone ask on Reddit if the Ultimate Dragon Scythe for Elements is good. Honestly speaking, if you're playing a super duper niche build that requires 7 different other niche items, then yeah, an 8 element compression weapon could be good. The only good thing about this is that it compresses 8 different elements inside of one freaking weapon, but it takes a huge damage penalty, so it deals literally no damage at all, and I would not really recommend this weapon. Again, if you like the artwork, which looks amazing by the way, you can get it, but for practical purposes, I would not recommend getting this. Let's see here, the rest of the items. Your Arcane Cutlasses, if you are a mage and you want to cast spells, then yes, you can use these to boost the respective element's spell damage. And this is one of the best, if not the best, damage boosting weapon for spells inside the game for the respective elements. Not so you have to get one for every element if you want to have a full inventory of spellcasting equipment. But other than that, I would actually recommend the Bloodmancer blades over this, actually. So yeah, next up, armors. Hydromancer, your blood mages for mage builds, Bloodzerkers for your warrior builds, and let's see here, what else is worth? The rest? Nah, none of these are actually worth actually. It's just the Bloodzerkers, blood mages, depending on your build. Chaos Slayer Cleric, not worth at all. Definitely not worth at ultra rare. Okay, and they have released one of every single element. Don't waste your ultra rare golden Giftbox on this. Let's see here. Somebody requested for Dragonhide to come back. Okay, and there was a little bit of hoo-ha on the forums regarding this armor. There was a small handful of people who asked for it to come back, but literally, I think, if I'm not wrong, I believe the vast majority didn't want this to return simply because it is not such a great armor. Personally, I wouldn't have wanted it to return because I don't think it's a fantastic armor, but you know, like I've always said, the staff doesn't cater or pander to any one group of specific players, okay? Ultimately, the staff has the final decision on what they want to re-release, what they don't want to re-release. So if you guys want some item to be re-released, okay, inside of the golden gift boxes, then go ahead and comment down below on the forums thread. I believe there's a thread that asks people on what they want to see being re-released back into the golden gift boxes. So if you really want an item, you guys can go ahead, find the thread and go and comment down on what you want to see being returned. But other than that, no, I do not recommend this at all. And then you have your Bard of War. Okay, right now this is the only Bard of War left inside here, I think. Is it? Yeah, it is. The rest of the Bard of Wars have gone rare already, or at least seasonal rare. They might return at a later date. So Bard of War is obviously for Beastmaster builds. If you're a Beastmaster build like me, highly recommend you to get it. It's basically the Blood Mage equivalent for mages and the Blood Circle equivalent for warriors. Okay, shields, nothing worth getting. Spells, your booster, all of your 3 booster guesses, definitely recommend getting those if you haven't already. Polala for warriors, Polala for mages, Dunamis for warriors, Tunda for rangers, okay. Arms of the Dragon Guard and Dragon Guard Invocation, really good for inflicting Lucky Strike damage. However, this is not quick cast, and this will work even better for Beastmasters because your pets and guesses will still get the extra turn. Okay, if you're using something like Shadow Feeder Pendant. Let's see here. What else is worth getting? Oh, the booster, the specific element boosting pets. If you are super rich and have a ton of ultra rare golden gift boxes, you can go ahead and get the booster guesses as well. Your Monk Light Knot, your Necromoglin, your Chili, and your Ramsey. Okay, so if you pair this with the token pets, then you have the best damage boosting setup inside the game. Even better than the general boosters like Dunamis, Tunda, and Polala. But that being said, this only boosts one specific element, so you have to get one of every element, which frankly speaking is very expensive because half of it is token packages and the other half is ultra rare golden gift boxes. So it is a very, very expensive setup. But you know, if you have the cash to dump on it, then yes, for that particular element that you buy, you're going to deal the maximum amount of damage with both the pet and the guest specific element booster, okay? And let's see here, pets. Any pets worth getting? Polala, obviously for mages. Okay, this is the only booster pet out of the 3 that is not a token package item. The other 2 pets, you have to get it from token packages. Okay, this is the only one that can get from ultra rare golden gift boxes. Flutterbee is still good for freezing effects, but since you already have the one that I'm using right now, I forgot what the name is called. You already have the Frost Effigy. I think Diamond Flutterbee sort of loses its usefulness. Okay, Soluna if you want MP healing, but if you have the Meteor and Cometoid jellies from last year's Frostville gift boxes, then you can pass up on this completely because that is just way better than this Soluna pet. But if you don't have those or if you missed out on those, then this is one solution for MP healing. You can use Fairy Godmother as well, but I think Soluna is a little bit better. And this Soluna also does element seek between light and darkness, okay? Let's see here. Tiny Void Pony, if you want something that can deal harm damage, but other than that, it's not really that great. Okay, Flame Bot, Aqua Bots. Your bots, one of the best damage dealing pets inside the game. Okay, it does cost a little bit more SP if you want to do more damage, but best damage pets inside of the game if pure damage is what you're after, right? Juvenile Void Dragon, void damage for a little bit. This one is void damage and this one is harm damage. So if you want something that deals damage out of the standard 8 elements, you can consider getting this, especially if you're running a compression pack. Then perhaps you can consider getting either one of these two, depending on which one you prefer. But I do think harm is slightly better than void. Okay, next up, yeah, that's about it actually. Miscellaneous items, Prime Chaos Orb, returning item, must get for every single build. Doesn't matter what build you are, this is the #1 item you should get for the golden gift boxes this time around. If you don't have it already, then ignore everything else, get this first, because we don't know when this will return. And even though it will be getting a nerf, but we don't know when that is, and it is still stupidly broken right now. So highly recommend you guys to go ahead and get this item. Warwick's Oblivion Sphere, very good item for mages, so if you're a mage, recommend getting that as well. And yeah, that is basically it. Okay, so all in all, I think this year's Golden Giftbox or Extravaganza it's okay. It's not as fantastic as 2021. 2020, we really saw a lot of great items, but for this year, most of the items are just not that fantastic. Okay, the artwork is still good, but practical effects wise, this year, it was sort of a disappointment. Okay, there's still the Exalted Unity weapon that is yet to come out yet. Okay, I don't know if you'll see that tomorrow or not, but I will cover that when it comes out on Tuesday's Beastmaster Warrior journey video, if it comes out by then. Okay, so you guys can stay tuned for that video if you guys want to hear my thoughts on it. If it's good, I will get it. If not, then we'll pass it out. Exalted Unity, one of the best looking weapons inside of DF, and very happy that it's coming to AQ. Holo also did confirm that we are getting 3 tiers of the weapon, so yeah, I'm very excited to see what it can hold. But other than that, for this month, this year's cross game Extravaganza, there was a lot of hype build up, especially seeing what items were coming. Okay, the Eternal Dragon of Time, Exalted Unity, but you know, for the most part, most of them weren't that great. So I'm just going to showcase what I bought, okay, which is the Havati Blade and the, what's the other one that I bought? Was it a spell? Yeah, the female shinobi guess. Okay, so I will showcase these 2 items and we'll just wrap up the video. Gosh, this is a pretty long video of me just talking. Okay, so we'll attack. Let's see, toss a piece of cheese to a pet and guess. Cheesy goodness. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay. Oh, so we did get the celerity on the guess, but unfortunately I didn't have the SP upkeep. Oopsies. Okay, so let's try that again. Okay, damage wise. Ooh. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay, so we can click on it to attempt to parry incoming attacks. Oh, this is the special. 1 hit. Nice. Okay, if we block it, then okay, so did we block that or not? I think we didn't block that. Oh, okay, so did the monster miss? I am super confused. Hold on. Let's see the damage again on that. 7762. Oh wait. Okay, 7655. Oh, did the guess miss? I think the guess missed. Wait, why? Man, that's not that great. Okay, 7124. Oh, it takes minus 18 BTH. Oh, sorry, I thought it was backlash. My bad. Okay, so yeah, actually the guess is not bad. Minus 18 BTH on the enemy's attack. Definitely great for dodging builds. And the weapon, like I said, a discounted version of Bard of War. So the guess is not a must get, but for the weapon, I definitely recommend everyone to get it. And that will basically wrap it up for this week's super long AQ videos. Sorry for the long rant, okay? If you sat through everything, then do comment down below. I really appreciate all of you guys for watching my videos, and I will not make this video any longer. So thanks so much for watching. As always, if you like to see more such future content, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And of course, I'm your host, Korban Gaming. Peace out.